Hey everyone, welcome back to Behind the Mind. If you've been following this series, we've already gone deep into the psychology of women, why they fall for emotionally unavailable men, and how they truly bond through vulnerability and emotional safety. But now, we're flipping the script because this time, it's about you. About the masculine energy that commands respect, draws admiration, and builds lasting attraction. And it all begins with one thing: emotional control. Let's get one thing clear. Emotional control doesn't mean you don't feel anything. It means you feel deeply, but you don't let those emotions control your actions. That calmness, that centered energy, is the most magnetic force a man can carry. Because in a world where most men react, few can respond. And a man who can respond instead of react becomes rare. He becomes the anchor in the storm, the one everyone trusts, the one women respect, and the one who naturally leads without ever raising his voice. Here's the psychology behind it. When a man loses his cool, gets angry, desperate, jealous, or defensive, he sends a signal of instability. He might think he's being passionate, but what she feels is emotional weakness. A woman's subconscious is wired to detect safety. If she senses that your emotions can be easily manipulated, she instinctively sees you as less capable of protecting or leading. It's not about dominance, it's about composure. When you stay calm under pressure, her body relaxes. Because emotional steadiness equals safety. That's why confidence isn't loud. It's silent. It's in the way you speak, the way you move, and the way you don't chase reactions. Think about this: when a man reacts too quickly, he loses frame. When he over-explains himself, he gives away his power. When he tries to prove his worth, he signals uncertainty. But when he stays calm, when he speaks with control, pauses, and lets silence do the talking, he becomes magnetic. Because calmness is strength, and unpredictability without chaos is power. It's the reason why the most attractive men in any room aren't the loudest, they're the most composed. Let's break it down. Psychologically, when you control your emotions, your brain stays in the prefrontal cortex, the rational, decision-making part. When you lose control, you drop into the amygdala, the reactive, survival-driven part. Most people live in that lower state, reacting to insults, gossip, rejection, and attention. But a man who operates from emotional control sees everything as data, not drama. He doesn't take things personally, he interprets them. And women sense that. They can feel when your emotions are balanced. They can feel when your silence is confidence, not confusion. Here's something powerful to understand: a woman can only respect a man she cannot emotionally control. Read that again. When she realizes she can make you angry, jealous, or desperate, she loses respect, even if she still loves you. But when she sees that no matter what energy she brings, you remain centered, she admires you. Because she knows you're emotionally stronger than her moods. It's not about being cold or unfeeling, it's about mastery. When she's emotional, you don't match her energy. You don't argue louder. You lead with stillness. And that stillness draws her back into balance. Now let's look deeper. Why do women love emotionally calm men? Because calm men make women feel safe to feel. If she's anxious, your calmness regulates her emotions. If she's insecure, your consistency grounds her. If she's angry, your peace disarms her. You don't fight her chaos, you neutralize it. And that's the essence of masculine polarity. Masculine energy is direction. Feminine energy is emotion. When the two meet in balance, attraction becomes electric, not forced magnetic. But here's where emotional control becomes spiritual. When you master your emotions, you stop reacting to the world and start shaping it. You stop being led by other people's moods and start leading from within. And this isn't just about relationships, it's about life. In business, in friendships, in conflict, everywhere. Because emotional control gives you clarity, and clarity is power. The man who can stay calm under pressure always wins. He doesn't rush to respond. He listens, thinks, and speaks with intention. And in that silence, people feel his presence. Now let's talk about practical mastery. Here are a few ways to build emotional control daily. 1. Pause before reacting. When emotions rise, breathe. Count to 3. Respond later, not in the moment of heat. Point to detach from outcome. You can care, but never cling. Whether it's love, work, or respect, the moment you attach your worth to an outcome, you lose power. 3. Observe your triggers. Every time someone gets under your skin, They're teaching you what you haven't mastered yet. Study your reactions. That's where your growth is hidden. For stay purpose-driven. When your focus is on your mission, distractions fade. No one can manipulate a man who knows his direction, because at the end of the day, emotional control is not about being robotic. It's about being in tune with your emotions, not ruled by them. It's about staying grounded when others crumble. That's the true essence of masculine energy: and calm, confident, centered. When a man walks with that energy, he doesn't chase validation. He attracts respect. He doesn't demand loyalty. He inspires it. Because women don't follow the loudest man, they follow the most stable one. And men don't admire the strongest man, they admire the most composed one. So the next time chaos comes, pause. When someone tries to test you, smile. When life throws noise, stay silent inside. Because true power doesn't shout. It's calm, controlled, and deeply aware. That's what makes people lean in. That's what makes women respect you. That's what makes you unforgettable. Thanks for watching Behind the Mind. If this episode resonated with you, hit that like button, drop your thoughts below, and subscribe, because in the next episode, we'll explore the hidden reason women crave masculine energy: not money, not status, but emotional leadership and presence. Stay centered, stay aware, and keep going behind the mind.